Do you lift heavy weights all the time?
The heaviest weight I lift is 70 pounds.
Okay, there you go. That's the same thing.
I do these kettlebell routines where they're really brutal, and I do them with long breaks in between them. I do that Pavel Tsatsouline method.
Yeah.
So what I do is, it depends on the day. Like some days I'll do a body weight routine, which is much more cardiovascular intense. But when I do the kettlebell routine, I warm up with 35s, and then I do a couple of sets with 50s, where I'm just basically, doing like 10 reps, getting things going, and then I switch to 70s. And the 70s is when I'm doing my heavy shit. Right. That's what I'm doing, like gorilla cleans, where you're like switching arms. Yeah. That's why I'm doing clean press and squats. That's why I'm doing windmills. That's what I'm doing.
And 70 pounds is not that heavy for you.
No, it's manageable.
Right.
It's totally manageable.
But that's as high as you go, and that's important.
But if I'm having two, it's 140 pounds. It's
a lot of weight.
Right? But it's the most important thing is that everything's working. My core is working, my back is working, my legs are working, and I'm conditioning my body to be able to manipulate awkward weights and do it like with windmills and stuff like that. So that's what I try to do. That's like my overall strengthening routine. I just want to keep my body where it works really good.
Yep.
And then I max that in on the body weight days. It's push-ups, body weight squats, chin-ups, dips, pull-ups.
Yep.
And so then I do this.
That's what he does with me. That's exactly his philosophy. He's like, I'm not having you lift heavy weights. I'll flip a tire and stuff, but he's like, you are at an age where your tendons and your joints, you are going to get injured. If you try to do that CrossFit stuff where you're lifting heavy weight all the time,
max,
something's going to pop. It just is. You're going to be tired that day. Something's going to be off. You're not going to be focused enough.
Yeah.
Boom.
And I don't do anything to failure.
Yeah.
And that's also what I learned from Pavel Tsatsouline. He's like, if you can do like 10 reps to failure, do 5.
Really?
Yeah. And then wait a long time and then do another 5.
Why?
Because you're getting the same amount of work in, but you're not breaking down your tissue in the same way. And he thinks it'll help you recover quicker, and it'll condition your body to be able to do this more often.
Yeah, Lou calls it stimulate, don't annihilate. Right? So he always... you're talking about a guy. What I love about working out with a guy like this guy is he's been at it he's 66. He's trained everybody, and he's done it all. He was a bodybuilder, a powerlifter, and he just has seen people come and go. He's seen all the injuries, like Dorian Yates.
Yes.
Guys like that, they just know.
Yeah.
They just know a lot. They've seen what an overabundance of steroids do. They've seen what this does. They've seen what that does. So it's all about, it's body maintenance.
Yeah.
It's body maintenance.
Longevity.
Stimulate. Yeah, we figured out a lot of stuff so far on this podcast, guys.
Yeah, you just got to be careful not to hurt yourself. And whenever I see guys doing like heavy benching and stuff, I'm like, yikes, buddy.
Well, jiu-jitsu too, right? That's a good way to...
Yeah, but you can do jiu-jitsu with good partners.
Yeah.
And, you guys can both...
Drill.
You go at like level 7 or level 8. You're not fucking spazzing out.
You still rolling?
Yeah.
You are?
I haven't in a while, but I'm doing it again. I was just waiting for my knee to get better.
Have you ever rolled with Mr. Ryan?
No, I have not. That seems like it would be not much fun.
Yeah. He's much bigger than I ever thought.
Yeah, I was rolling with Gabe Tuttle, who's the head instructor at 10th Planet. We did it for a while. Then I fucked my knee up, and I realized, like, I keep fucking it up. So I stopped kicking. I haven't kicked a bag in forever. And I got a bunch of stem cell injections, and I did all those knees over toes things.
Yeah.
And I was just concerned with this seems like it's continuing to deteriorate. And I think like if I continue with the same activities, it's going to continue to deteriorate to a point where I can't fix it. And I'm like, okay, I know how this goes. I've seen other people do it. I'm going to do a very hard thing, which is hit the brakes on something I fucking love to do.
Yeah.
I love martial arts training. It's the most fun, but I realize like I really can't do that right now. I could still punch the bag, but I'm like for a long time. So like for like a fucking year, I barely kicked the bag. Like I would every now and then walk up to and tap it a little bit, but now it finally doesn't hurt anymore. And after all the stem cell treatments and all the strength and conditioning routines that I put it through, now it just occasionally gets sore, but it's nothing like what it used to be.
What's the issue?
Oh, I have 2 reconstructed knees, and the left one I had some meniscus removed, and recently, like about 2 years ago, I suffered an MCL tear, and I didn't know it was an MCL tear. I thought it was just, just tweaked or whatever. And then finally I got it looked at. And so I got a bunch of stem cells on that. And that's when I stopped kicking. And I went and just did like very regularly did the knee over toe stuff, the pulling the sleds backwards, the step downs.
You know what's funny about you talking this way? It's like as you get older, you get more delicate. You calcify and you got to warm up better and you just get...
You know how I hurt my knee?
How? I know exactly how.
How?
You were kicking.
No.
Oh,
No.
I thought you were trying to do that.
No, that was my other knee.
With Joe Schilling? Okay.
Yeah, that was my other. That knee's fine now. I tore my meniscus.
I'm watching you do that going, if I had been there, I'd been like, it's like Schaub trying to race Chappelle in a race without warming up. I go, you're gonna
blow your hamstring.
He blew both of them.
Yeah, I had jeans on and I was 53 with no warm up, and Joe Schilling challenged me to a kicking contest.
I saw it.
I'm like, okay,
I saw it. Yep, kicking hard. You kick too hard.
Yeah, so I did tweak my knee in that, but that was fairly minor. That was just annoying. And then, but I got a bunch of stem cells and fixed that too.
Right.
That doesn't bother me at all. My right knee doesn't bother me at all anymore. But my left knee, there is a piece of meniscus missing. So this is what happened. I was walking on stage at Stubbs. I was doing these shows with Chappelle. And this is during the pandemic. So we're backstage and everyone's barbecued. And I'm walking, and the stairs at Stubbs are these concrete stairs, and they kind of curve. And I'm going to turn my recorder on my phone, and I stub my toe on one of the steps and twist my knee sideways. Bad. Like in fucking pain.
Before the
while
show?
they're bringing me up.
No.
So they bring me up on stage, and my knee is killing me. And my leg is shaking like I'm nervous.
Oh, no.
Like my left leg is shaking.
And you're in front of, I don't know how many 12,000 people or something.
No. It wasn't that many people. It was like 500 or something like that, 600 people.
Oh, fuck,
but
dude.
it was...
It's actually worse because they can see your knee.
Well, they definitely could see my knee was shaking. But the set went great.
Yeah.
Like, no one could tell by the material. I did the
when you're doing
material the right
stand-up
way.
fuck off, it's like...
And it was... Everybody was so enthusiastic. We were having so much fun. But I fucked it up so bad doing that. And then I started training Muay Thai right away. I didn't stop. I shot some BPC 157 into it. I waited a few days, started feeling better. I'm like, I'll just wear some knee sleeves and train. So I went, I started doing.
Good idea. Bro science.
Well, I was doing.
Shoot the shit in my knee.
Muay Thai in the mornings.
Rub
I
dirt on
fucking
it.
loved it. I do Muay Thai and then come here straight from there.
Yeah,
Just crack pads and have a good time. But it just wouldn't get better. It wouldn't.